This program is brought to you by Link TV for educational and non-commercial use only.
Fora TV. Idea Immersion. Visit us at www.fora.tv.
Funding for this program is provided by the Surdna Foundation, the Leland Fikes Foundation, and Care2.com.
So does anybody here have a, what is it, a web log? I just wanted to be sure I was in the right room. So I thought that the left-wing bloggers were supposed to be a bunch of wild-eyed, radical, America-hating 16-year-olds. You don't seem that wild-eyed, from what I can tell, and all due respect, I don't think a lot of you could pass for 16. Maybe this YearlyKos guy. Sorry. Seriously, it is a great honor to be here tonight. When they asked me to give this presentation, my first thought was to just look through my stuff and see if I could find enough sort of blog-related cartoons to fill out 20 minutes. But when I got to going through it, I realized the hard part was going to be finding cartoons that had not been influenced by the blogs in some way. They're really insidious, these blogs, the way they sort of creep into your life and take over. Some of you may have noticed. Most of the cartoons I want to show tonight are from my latest compilation, which is actually out already. I'll be selling some later, I think. Which the book covers the period of time from November of 2002 through the summer of 2005. Now, I don't know if you all pay close attention to the news. A lot of stuff happened during these 3 years. And I needed to come up with a title and a cover image that would sort of sum it all up. And as some of you may know already, well, I'm going to show you what I came up with, but sorry, one small technical glitch here. That could have been smoother. Anyway, as some of you may know, this is the image and the title that I came up with. When I drew Ann Coulter as a sort of bat-winged demon head creature there in the background, I did not know she was coming out with this godless Church of Liberalism book. Just out of curiosity, how many people here, we'll do it by applause, how many people here actually believe that Ann Coulter gets up every Sunday morning and goes to church? Yeah, me too. This first cartoon I want to show this first cartoon was written in 2003. It was initially published on Pulling Down the Statue Day, when we won the war in Iraq 3 years ago. And in retrospect, I think it holds up better than maybe some predictions about the war in Iraq. The prelude. Of course the Iraqis won't put up a fight. They're going to lay down their weapons and welcome us as liberators. Heck, we'll probably own Baghdad within a week. The war. Of course there have been casualties. What did you expect? No one ever said this was going to be easy. But after the war, democracy is guaranteed to flourish in Iraq. The aftermath. Of course the occupational government had to impose martial law, but it's only a temporary measure until we can restore order. As soon as the Iraqis learn to trust us, it's going to be smooth sailing. The prelude. Of course Iraq has descended into chaos and civil war, but Iran is going to be a cakewalk. They're going to welcome us as liberators. We'll probably own Tehran within a week. This is a cartoon the right-wing bloggers did not like very much. This also ran in 2003. While others risked their lives in Iraq and Afghanistan, he fought bravely on the battlefield of the internet. I'm waging war on the Islamofascists on my blog. Each day he surfed the web with steadfast resolve. This Wall Street Journal editorial proves that critics of the administration are objectively pro-terror. I shall link to it immediately in the name of freedom. He may not have been dodging bullets, but he did receive the occasional nasty email. Hey, moron, if you think the war is such a good idea, why don't you enlist? Yikes! Incoming! Then one day, this courageous armchair warrior was felled without warning by carpal tunnel syndrome. Ah, my wrist! Medic! Shaken by the loss, his comrades nonetheless soldiered on without him. Damn it, we lost another good man. War is hell. Hey, Ma, are we out of Cheetos? Thank you. As I say, the right-wingers didn't like that one so much and spent a lot of time talking about it when it was published. And the main response that percolated up out of the hive mind was that it was, well, it was instructive in its breathtaking dishonesty. They decided to pretend that this was actually a cartoon attacking the troops. And they spent the next week talking about how much Tom Tomorrow hates the troops. Now, and this is what we're up against a lot of the time, not to put too fine a point on it, is people who just make shit up. Which was the inspiration for this next cartoon, which has actually not been published yet, so you're the first audience to ever see it. Whenever the administration is maligned, they stand ready to spring into action. Slenderman and Defamation Boy. This week's Sedition Undermined. And it's indisputable that Bush lied us into war. Gasp! Did you hear that, Slenderman? Sounds like a job for the derogatory duo. Excuse me, ma'am, please don't pay any attention to this man's political opinions. He is an unhinged moonbat, and he has a drinking problem. What? He steals change from tip jars when he thinks no one is looking. He's a compulsive liar, and he cheats on his taxes. You should have seen how he treated his girlfriend in college. Humph. Walter, I no longer care what you think about the war, since you clearly have no credibility whatsoever. But none of this is true. I don't even know who these guys are. Whatever you say, liar. But I'm your husband. La 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 la, I can't hear you. Our work here is done, Defamation Boy. Quickly, to the Slandermobile. Look out, liberals, they're coming for you next. And while I'm on my little triptych of right-wing blogger cartoons, this is the absolutely true story of the liberal cocktail party that caused a lifelong Democrat to become a Republican. This is also has not been published yet, so it's another premiere for you. Now that there are no conservatives around, we can say what we really think. Thank God, who of course doesn't exist. It's such a struggle keeping all of this America hatred bottled up inside all of the time. Does this country suck or what? I just wish the terrorists would win already. I was looking over the media list, and so I know that we have some of our right-wing media friends in the audience tonight, and I just want to point out that this is satire, because I know you...
This program was brought to you by Link TV for educational and non-commercial use only. Link TV is the only U.S. television network devoted to global and national news, with uncompromising documentaries and diverse cultural programs. Programs which connect you to the world.
Funding for this program was provided by the Srdna Foundation, the Leland Fikes Foundation, and Care2.com.